Hello everyone, welcome back to Luis Discusses Everything. And in today's video, we're going to discuss the 2024 Senate election prediction. In this case, I'm going to give you an update because it's been a couple months since my last one. This one would be mainly centered around how the Senate looks like as of September 24th, 2023. We're still more than a year away from these elections, so this is a very early predictions, as I've stated before, but I'd like to give my undivided prediction since a couple of things have happened in the last couple of months, updates that are important for what is happening here. What you see now is a shaded map with the 2024 consensus amongst pundits. So see here, in the website 270 to Win, you have a compilation of pundits, right? And their consensus is this that you see on the screen. Now, I mainly agree with this consensus with quite possibly some exceptions, right? I think it's going to be much closer in Wisconsin and Nevada than it leads on, although this website doesn't allow me to pick like a smaller or like a narrower characterization. It only has leans, likely, and safe. Toss up can go to anybody, but tilt category is not here, which is less than 1 percentage point win for either side. I guess they make that in the toss up category, but nonetheless, here's my prediction. Like, this year, as I've mentioned in other videos, like, it's very easy for Republicans to recapture the Senate. They only need to win either the presidency or they need to win one seat, because right now they have an advantage on 50 seats in the Senate. This is a very favorable map to the ones they've seen before. In fact, this is the same map they had in 2018. It was a blue wave year. The Democrats did not win the Senate back then. So it should be easier this time around. But there are a few wild card factors, right? One of them is abortion. The other one is the elements that things have been happening. The economy is another, obviously, wild card. And other factors such as the backlash against January 6th, what that represents. So the whole stolen election type arguments from the right wing of the political spectrum in the U.S. is also a wild card, right? Because that played into the 2022 election cycle. And that gave Democrats the Senate because there was so much anti-Republican fervor because of that rhetoric that supposedly elections were stolen and whatnot, that the public issued a backlash through their voting in the 2022 midterm elections. Now, for 2024, let me give you my predictions. There's been an update on the Arizona race. It looks like Carrie Lake it doesn't look like she is going to run. Carrie Lake, she was the gubernatorial candidate for Arizona. She lost in that election, and she's running again. She's running in the primary against another Republican. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the Laxalt, which is the one who ran for Nevada. Actually, no, he ran in Arizona on the Senate, so they're both going to go head-to-head on the primary. Against Ruben Gallego, he's the Democratic candidate. Kristen Sinema is an independent, so she has not really stated whether she's going to run or not. So this would be an interesting three-way race if that happens. But the fact that two very unpopular candidates on the Republican side are running makes it that much easier for Democrats to capture this seat. So I would give it to the Democrat, but in a tilt characterization, I think it's going to be very close, especially if you have Biden versus Trump in the ticket, two very unpopular candidates. In the case of Montana, it's very hard for me to see how like it could go either way. It's a flip. You have the popular incumbent already in running for the Senate for re-election, so that should help Democrats quite a bit. But it will entirely depend on how much Trump or Biden run up the numbers in this election. I would say that it still goes Republican, slightly Republican in that sense, because I don't see Biden getting more of the vote than he got in 2020. So it's going to be much closer than 2020, and it still was close in 2020. So I don't see the Republican winning in this state. The same goes with Ohio. It's a big change from last time around, so I don't see them winning there. So I do see Republicans capturing the Senate, 52-48. The VP, though, I do still see Biden winning the general elections just because of the nature of like how toxic Trump is. And so I do see the presidency going to the Democrats, but I do see the Senate flipping back control to Republicans. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.